Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Finally Friday, April 28th. Dealing with some rain. We're going to talk about our weekend forecast. Not real awesome. First, I want to remind you, though, that we are live on Facebook every weekday morning. You can watch it anytime on your Facebook feed. After that, you can also find us on our InForum YouTube channel, and we make this into a podcast every weekday morning as well. So just go to inforum.com/podcast and look for the InForum Minute.
Yeah, and today we're kind of starting out under some cloud cover. Going to be a little bit of a gloomy weekend, I guess.
Yeah, it's meh. Especially for this time of year, you know?
That's the perfect forecast, right? That's
not like
description.
Yeah. Everybody knows what I mean, though, when I say meh. So temperatures 40s to near 50. Not too bad in the temperature department. A little bit of a breeze. Mostly cloudy sky. I think there will be opportunity to see a little sunshine from time to time, though, today. So not totally great. But there's also going to be some of those hit or miss showers out there. It's an okay day. Tomorrow, temperatures drop a little bit more. We kind of struggle to get through the 40s. There will be a cloudy sky and a better chance to see some rain, especially in the first part of the day. We wake up with temps close to freezing, and so a little snow could mix in early tomorrow morning. I expect no accumulation, but some wet, slushy, kind of sloppy snowflakes possible early tomorrow morning. Those kind of scattered showers will stick around throughout the day tomorrow. It's going to be a chillier, breezier day. Really windy Sunday into Monday, but that's when our temperatures start to boost. Okay. So we're getting into the 50s with some sunshine and those stronger winds Sunday, Monday, and by Tuesday, it's in the 60s.
All right.
And we keep it in the 60s the rest of the 10-day forecast.
That's the news we need, Lydia.
Yes, I know. Finally. So lots of 60s to come. This time of year, you need a couple things to happen to warm up your temperature. You need to get rid of your snowpack, which a lot of us now have done, with the exception being the extreme northern Red River Valley. And then you also need to get rid of the floodwaters, because that's kind of holding back your temperature. So once you can get rid of those and you can dry up your soils a little bit, you see the temperature boost, and I expect that to happen next week. So,
so excited.
I know. It's gonna. I'm like making patio plans.
To be honest, Lydia did point out that next Friday, 1 week from today, is Cinco de Mayo.
It is.
First thing that came to my head is margaritas on a patio somewhere. So
Friday afternoon,
the weather will cooperate.
Proper celebration.
Yes.
You're probably going to be seeing a lot of planters get going next week, or at least try in some of those fields that are maybe a little bit drier. So.
Good for farmers.
Yeah.
Good for high school sports as well, because I've been feeling bad for the baseball players, golfers, track. Yeah, they've all kind of, their seasons have been delayed. They haven't been to practice outside or play outside, and just spring is here.
Next week's weather will just make everyone happier too.
All right.
So
looking forward to that.
Me too.
All right. Thank you, Lydia.
Yep.
Well, we are tracking breaking news for you this morning. We're working to get more information. We have a few details we can share with you right now. We're trying to find out if anyone was hurt following a crash that happened between a vehicle and someone who was walking in Dilworth. We did talk to Dilworth police overnight. They tell us that they did respond to an accident. They said at 9th Street Northwest and Center Avenue West. It happened right around 10 o'clock last night. Now, when we've been talking to officers, we asked, was anyone hurt? They won't confirm any of those details with us right now, but we do know an ambulance was called to the scene. So we're going to continue trying to learn more information. We're expecting an update here this morning, hopefully. So stick with the news leader for updates. Hopefully we'll have that update for you on our 11 o'clock newscast this morning.
All right. New this morning, an Alabama man is now in the Cass County Jail after a traffic stop turned into a police chase. This happened in West Fargo. 33-year-old David Baker was stopped for a traffic violation in the 300 block of 4th Avenue East. That's where he took off in his car. Police eventually were able to stop him in the 200 block of Cheyenne Street. But before he got out of a car, he intentionally ran into a patrol car. Kind of a scary situation there, of course. Baker was eventually arrested for fleeing, possession of methamphetamines, DUI, and assaulting a peace officer.
And this is also breaking this morning. We actually just got the details into our newsroom this morning. We've been following this story for you. The Breckenridge School Board has voted to eliminate the position of the middle school principal, Craig Peterson. Is that correct?
Yeah, they had a meeting at 7 o'clock this morning. People from the community showed up to voice their support for the position. But the vote came in right around 8 o'clock. We got the word. The final vote was to stay with their decision to get rid of that position. They say that they're doing it as a school board because they don't have enough funding and they have to make cuts somewhere. Sounds like it was not something that community members wanted to see happen.
Right.
They like him in that town, but unfortunately, it sounds like he's not going to be holding that position of middle school principal there in Breckenridge. We'll get the latest on that story at 11 as well.
Today, the Minnesota State Senate is expected to take a major vote on recreational marijuana in the state. The House has already passed their own version of a separate bill that makes it legal to have recreational marijuana. Actually, too, the last session last year, the House voted to legalize it. So they've kind of been on that track. But the state Senate has never approved recreational marijuana before. So new. The bill they're voting on today would legalize possession for adults 21 and older. It would also create some new regulations on how it could be bought, how it could be sold. An interesting part of this, too, it would also erase most marijuana convictions. So it could affect some criminal records. Since the Senate is voting on its own version, though, however, this is kind of the catch. A conference committee will have to smooth out the differences between the House and Senate versions, and then they will have to vote one more time. So we're going to continue tracking that. Of course, big impacts across the region, even though it's a Minnesota story. So stay with us at InForum.com and also on air at WDAY.
All right, we're up against the clock a little bit. I got to do a cut in here in about 5 minutes. So let's skip to the big story today. NFL draft day 2. Cody Mauch has a chance to go today. Most likely is going to get selected this evening by a team in the second round of the draft. We have a lot of coverage about the whole thing. Of course, we're going to be having our team down there, Dom, Logan Campbell in Hankinson. They're going to be talking to Cody, his family, friends, covering other potential prospects that are going to be drafted. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, Mauch was not picked in the first round, but he's going to go tonight. They're projecting more than 500 people to show up to the party.
That's going to be a big party in Hankinson. Our crew was there last night, and Logan actually talked to Cody, which was awesome, and it was packed there. So it's going to be a good time. Yeah. And so you mentioned this, but we're going to cover 6. We'll still have our newscast on at 6:30 to 9:30 on WDAY Extra. That special live show from Hankinson. So tune in, and you can go back and forth because the draft will be on WDAY at 6:30.
Yeah, and we are having our regular news at 6, but if Cody gets picked in that half hour between 6 and 6:30, our team will do our best to get some live coverage of that as well.
And I was just looking at this. Great place to find more information if you just can't get enough of Cody Mauch. InForum.com. There's a tab on the top, kind of the draft watch. A ton of articles there, of course. Check that out. InForum.com. All of these stories, weather, Cody Mauch. InForum.com/subscribe to get a great deal. And we have an even better deal than normal going on as we're celebrating World Press Freedom Day coming up next week. Right now we have an offer for 6 months, unlimited local news access for just $2 at InForum.com. So check that out. That's a great deal.
Yeah, that's a great deal. So for updates on all of our breaking news stories this morning, as well as everything else, tune in again 11 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9, and 10 o'clock tonight for all the local news and, of course, all the coverage with Cody and the draft.
All right. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.